Viewer discretion is advised.
Here are the hot NBA takes. I'm going to take a break from football, but I will be back next year because I realize football is not for everyone. It's not even for me. So let's get into it. Adam Silver and these refs, okay? Now, I have not been talking about the NBA refs all season. You know what I'm saying? Because the season's been a lot fun. We've seen a lot of young teams. But now today, we're going to talk about these refs. Adam Silver is one of the worst NBA commissioners in the history of the game. You see, he will never be David Stern. He will never be Larry O'Brien because Adam Silver is telling players to act professional. But when these refs get jumped, one of these days, you're going to have your handful. It's going to happen for several games. After the game, during the games, it's just getting ridiculous out here. Now, I'm not a fan of any of these teams. Just a disclaimer, but these refs literally throw out people because their wives are cheating on him at home. Like literally. Or them. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? There are male and female referees, but that's besides the point. Literally last night, I watched the Thunder and I watched the Blazers game. One thing, why was this game close? The Blazers are a lottery team. But watch this play right here. Malcolm Brogdon was clearly calling for a timeout, but he called for a double dribble. Great defense by the Thunder, but the referees saw from one end, and then they throw Chauncey Billups out the other end. That's ridiculous. These are teams who want to make the playoffs, who play with their heart and soul, but Adam Silver's protecting the refs. But one day, they're not going to protect very long. All right, let's talk about these Lakers trade rumors. Now, I've been seeing over the last few days that the Lakers are now below 500 after last night's loss to the Los Angeles Clippers. You know what I'm saying? And literally, I have a huge issue with these trade rumors because the Lakers want everybody. They want Bruce Brown. They want DeJounte Murray. Why? So you could trade them the very next season and they be out of the league? You got Anthony Davis, and he stuck around. You got Dwight Howard. You let him walk in free agency. You got Trevor Ariza. He's probably retired now. Malik Monk's possibly in Sacramento. You got Russell Westbrook, and then you scapegoated him. You got Frank Vogel, and then you fired him. Like, literally. Y'all are below 500. And basically, y'all are losing the teams that y'all should beat. Y'all got all these acquisitions, and y'all still underachieved. Literally underachieved. And then basically, Rob Pelinka doesn't do anything. He's just basically just sitting there. And Darvin Ham has his hands in his pockets. I'm not trying to put everything on the coach. I'm putting everything on the front office and the roster for playing bad. It probably smells like a dumpster at Crypto.com Arena. And who came up with the name Crypto.com Arena to begin with? The Staples Center. I will forever call it the Staples Center, and real Lakers fans will forever call it Staples Center. Whoever called it the Crypto.com Arena needs to get jumped. All right. Kevin Durant is no GOAT. He is no GOAT. I understand that he is a walking bucket. He's averaging 29 points per game in his 15th season, I do believe. You know what I'm saying? He's shooting 53% from the field and 46% from three. You know what I'm saying? He put up 26, 40, and 43 in his last three games, including he had 6 for 15 from three, 4 for 7 from three, and 3 from 8 from three. Now, I'm looking up his stats, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to look up the stats. It's crazy that he is still averaging many points after the Achilles injury, but you going to different teams that just beat you every single year, and you winning 2 rings out of it, and you're not leading OKC to a title or Brooklyn. Literally, you just join teams and then form teams and they just underachieve. Like the Phoenix Buns they're doing now. You join superstars. MJ would never. Kobe would never. I don't know about LeBron because this is way different than LeBron. He joined a mid-Miami Heat team that already had Dwayne Wade. So if you're getting your ass whooped and you're basically joining them the very next year, that's being a follower. You're just a bus rider. You're not a driver, just like Charles Barkley said. So stop with the GOAT talks with Kevin Durant. You're the greatest at your position. Really, I shouldn't say that. Okay, let's unload on the Brooklyn Nets, okay? Shall we? Because the Brooklyn Nets are struggling as we speak, okay? They're out of the play-in tournament, I do believe. You know what I'm saying? The only leading scorer is Mikal Bridges, averaging 21 points per game, leading the team in scoring. Okay? He's had some midnights, like against the Pelicans, Rockets, the Thunder, the Lakers. But he has put up 42 against Portland, 26 against the Cavs, 26 against the Heat, 26 against the Clippers, and 36 against the Knicks last night. And all while Ben Simmons is sitting there and just looking cute for his drip and faking injuries. That makes no sense to me. And it boils my blood. Y'all, the front office chose Ben Simmons over Kevin Durant. Now, I understand Kyrie had his issues, and also James Harden is declining. He was declining after injuries, and he was pouting as he usually does. But Ben Simmons, he sat out a whole year, whole year, because apparently he just wants to sit there and look cute for his drip and get all butthurt because Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid spoke the truth. They're not going to babysit him. He's averaging literally below at least 20 points per game. Like, he usually scores like 20, 30. He could play defense, but the back injuries, I'm not falling for it. But literally, they also have this role player, Spencer, looking like somebody's Uncle Dinwiddie, averaging 13 points per game. I'm sorry. He's shooting 39% from the field. That's what I really was trying to say. And 32% from three. And Kyle Kuzma's doing all that talking. Kuzma, you're going to be out of the league in a few years, just like Dinwiddie. Putting up a donut last night. 0 for 4? Really? Mikal Bridges has no help. But it's honestly, y'all need to fire Jock Vaughn, because Jock Vaughn, he cannot coach anything. Like, if he throws Ben Simmons under the bus again, then he's probably going to get fired, and Ben Simmons is going to sit out long term. He acts like he plays basketball, but he just doesn't want to. He may like basketball. He just doesn't want to play. He has no room to be doing all that talking after the Sixers got eliminated last year. And oh yeah, I have something for Doc Rivers coming in the next episode, or the next few, because we have the Super Bowl. Anywho, thank you guys for 1,000 views on the last video, even though some of y'all were hurt. And I guess I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Brooklyn Nets suck.